I'm Karen Correa, and I'm a program director at MCCH. So I supervise a permanent supportive housing program. We have 60 clients in our program who were experiencing chronic homelessness, and they have a physical or a psychiatric disability. And then it was our job to help them find housing, to move into housing. And once we achieve that, then it becomes our job to help them maintain housing. We met, let's call him John. He is diagnosed with schizophrenia, and he was not in any kind of treatment. He was very psychotic, and he had been homeless, I think, for quite some time, maybe 5 years or so. Generally, psychosis is something that happens because your brain is misfiring. He was so psychotic, it was really getting in the way of housing him. He was having all kinds of hallucinations about people thinking that there were teenagers in the walls that were talking to him. Specifically, he thought that I had been murdered. And he sat right in front of me, across from me, and said, "You're not supposed to be here because they killed you." He could not be convinced otherwise. And I ended up sending him to the hospital for a psychiatric evaluation. He was subsequently admitted to the hospital, and so when they finally medicate him, he stabilized. He stopped hearing voices. And we were able to get him engaged in the housing process. He started applying for benefits. What he was not able to get was a birth certificate. Without a birth certificate, you can't get much of anything else. So I had to go on Ancestry.com, and I was able to find things like streets that he had lived on, what was his mom's maiden name, basic information, so that when I went into Social Security and online I created an account for him, I was able to answer the questions that they ask. So suddenly I got a birth certificate for him. And then things started really rolling. After a year, it took a year, but he finally just got his disability, and he joined a group. We started a socialization group in his apartment community because we have several other clients who live there. And through that group, he started making connections with other people living there. And so now he's stable. He's no longer hearing voices. He's taking care of a lot of medical things, and he has some friends. And I just talked to him on the phone the other day, and he told me that he went to the movies. And it was so exciting, because here's a guy who just a little over a year ago was really seriously psychotic and living in a shelter with no known friends or family. And now he's living in an apartment independently. He grocery shops. He's a good tenant. He has income. He has a friend. It's a wonderful outcome. And we just are so excited to work with him and so happy that he's really recovering now.